Oh, god damn it. 1 second. I had fixed this before stream. I know I did. I definitely went to the software. Oh my god. My fucking camera does this all the time. 1 second, everyone. Okay, we back. Sorry, guys. Any which way. Anyway, thanks for being here, everyone. Thanks for, thank you for that, Frozen Night. Happy partner anniversary. Hooray, I did it a long time ago. But thanks for being here, everyone. Yeah, so we're gonna get started. Reverie Roundtable in just a second. Oh my god, there's only 2 people here. This is the black panel? Everyone's late. Holy crap. Why people are known for being on time. This is shocking. This is shocking stuff, everyone. But we'll have to get through it together. We'll see what happens. Hey, y'all.
Hello, good evening. All 3 of us.
All 3 of... I was just saying that this is like the all black everything. That like... like, there's mostly white people invited to this panel.
I
And
I take it as high praise to say that this is like all black everything.
um, we when it comes to these things, like you guys are on time, the black people are consistently late. Um, the Juby was gonna be here. He dropped out. Mexican. A Black American May was gonna be here. He dropped out. Black. And now white people. But I expect so much better of your kind, Lactoid.
So, with all the other panel members, I'll do some distracting while you get things set up prime with all the other.
Yeah. You want to say something?
I'm gonna go get some ice. I'll be right back.
Okay. Sure.
All right. So I'll do some witty banter with someone else then.
Witty bit. Okay.
To
So
kill some time.
yeah, forgive us, audience. We're waiting for everyone else to show up. Hopefully, they will be here soon.
Have
We'll
you?
find out. Maybe that's what Lactoid's going to do. He's going to like liberate the white people for me.
He's gonna round up.
uh, but yeah.
Lactoid, our white shepherd.
How was your weekend, Corey?
Pretty good. So I had wanted to watch. I don't know if, well, I know you're more of a Marvel fan like I am, but the Penguin series. I had wanted to watch that. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah,
But,
I don't have HBO Max. I do have access to the internet though, so I'll get my hands on it eventually. Um, but yeah, I had only actually hadn't heard about it at all until someone did like I saw a review on a channel that I watch um on YouTube. So yeah, I'm like literally just like today I'm just learning about it, I think. Yeah.
I've only heard good things about it, and I really enjoyed the Batman movie by Matt Reeves. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if you watched that. The two
I
and a half
did.
hour, 3 hour Robert Pattinson
I only
version.
watched it I think it was earlier this year, I think. Yeah, it was either earlier this year or like late last year. It was the first time I watched the Batman.
And so I don't know if like you're a Batman fan. I don't know how you felt about the other Batman movies, but where do you rank it, or I don't know how you feel about the superhero in and of itself.
Well, I mean, I think Batman's fine. I think he's overdone. I've never been like a huge Batman fan. I think like the concept is overdone. Like we got it. I mean, we got it. I don't know why we have to. He's popular. Look, he's popular, and it's like it. You know, it sells tickets. Tickets. So it is what it is. Um. But I did enjoy the Batman. I thought that was an excellent movie. Um, and yeah, so and I remember the Penguin from the Batman, and it that was good. It was I think it was a good rendition of it of him. I mean, for the short amount of time that we had him on. So I'm interested in what HBO Max is going to do with it. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And well, I also haven't. I know Agatha All Along was also like started.
I
I
watched
don't know if
that.
you. Oh,
I did
okay,
watch it.
okay. I haven't watched it yet, but it's on my list. How
Yeah.
do you, I've only heard good things about it, and well, at least so far, for me, the Marvel series right now is sort of like hit and miss, of like mostly miss for me.
I think
Yep.
for me the Marvel series have been mostly hit. And I've liked Agatha. To be fair, I like Agatha all along so far. But it's only 2 episodes in, so I don't know. Um, but yeah, like I've actually liked most of them. Not all of them, but most of them, I think, have been pretty spot on. Yeah.
Are the 2 episodes that have been, are they like whatever 20 minutes, your standard?
No,
Well,
they're an hour,
oh
right?
really?
Or 40 minutes, or 40 minutes, or
Okay, wow. Okay, then, well, yeah, sign me up then.
whatever.
Because there have been some other series from Marvel that, like, I can't remember which ones, but like whatever, their episodes are like, well, some of them can be 40 minutes, and then other ones is like 18 minutes, or like 18 minutes plus 2 minutes of credits and 5 minutes of credits. That's all the misleading part.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's what I planned to do for this weekend, but didn't actually end up doing
A
that.
miss for me.
What the
which
hell
was
is
really
Agatha?
Agatha. Did you watch the Scarlet Witch one, WandaVision?
WandaVision.
Okay, then you won't know. Don't even worry about it then. Because it's a like a almost a direct sequel from that one. So no worries. But a miss for me from Marvel was the Moon Knight one, and I've talked about it before. Like, it sucks because I really like Moon Knight because Moon Knight is well, one of Marvel's Batmans, I guess, right? Um, and like, but like much more awesome, and more violent,
Really?
and like actually crazy.
I
Um,
only know what I got from the TV show, which
yeah,
I heard rumors that whatever there's lots of people that love whatever the comic book and all that stuff. And I heard the same sentiments of like yeah, really cool and people excited, but like yeah, it fell flat for me. Just like it seems like you were deeply disappointed.
yeah, because like I would have liked more serious take. It was just like comedy and a bit more slapstick and like and there is humor in Moon Knight, but that comes from the fact that he's insane. He's like he is falling apart. Um, and but he's like super intense, right? And it gets like ultra violent. And it's less on the magical side. Though magic is like within his mythos, right? And then I just didn't like the kaiju battle at the end. Like I didn't
Hmm.
care for any of that. Like Marvel didn't need another CG battle. The thing that happened at the end of WandaVision, right? It was like, okay, now we're gonna do
Yeah,
a CG.
true.
And I like WandaVision. I actually really liked WandaVision overall. I
Yeah, to
thought it was
me, like
fantastic.
that ranks up there as like top tier, like one of the best.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, definitely a great series. But like even then, it's just like, all right, so I guess we have to do the big CG battle. I like, can't we do like another way of handling this? I don't know. We could have been more creative. Like the show was so creative up till then, and it's like, all right, we're gonna blast like red and purple lasers at each other. All right, well,
And did you watch the Thunderbolts trailer? I think that was released
I
today.
did see the Thunderbolts trailer today. That looked interesting. I mean, like they've been setting this up for a long time, years and years. The Thunderbolts. I read the Thunderbolts comics. So I've read so I think I read the original Thunderbolts. I think those comics way back when were the original Thunderbolts. And that kind of sucked. Like I those original comics, I was never a big fan of. I tried to get into it, but then they had the new Thunderbolts later on, and that's what this is based off of. Um and that was much more interesting. So her the what her name is. The one
Well,
Julia Dreyfus character. She
oh
has a
yeah, I
name.
can't remember her first name. Yeah.
It's from the comics. And I'm blanking her name, but it's I I want good things for this, but it depends on how much Marvel will commit, right? Because it's supposed to be like a team of like bad guys, basically. It's like their Suicide Squad. It's similar to that, honestly.
Well,
Um,
definitely there was that vibe in that in the trailer in the end, like whatever. Be careful of like what you assemble. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, yeah. So like it's supposed to be their more or less their Suicide Squad. It's a little dynamics a little different, but still, like commit to them being bad guys, right? That you've assembled together to do like something and to do morally gray things. Like you're sending a team of bad guys to do something extremely morally gray. That there's a lot to do here, right? There's a lot that we can work with there, but no. We'll
Yeah, I'm
see.
hoping the new whatever we're in phase 4, phase 5 of Marvel. Whatever. Like, but yeah, I think they're really faltering. I'm hoping they get back on track. And I agree with you that introducing some more new, not just like pure evil, pure good, and something in between would be great.
Yeah. I my issue. Ghost, we can hear some. We got background noise from you. Um,
Okay.
no problem. Um,
It's an echo from the giant hallways.
yeah, yeah. One of our servants. One of our servants is gonna get whipped for that one. Uh, uh, yeah. I hope you're doing well, Ghosty. Um,
Can you
we
wait?
can hear you.
Is this working?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
The problem is we can hear too much of
Yeah, before
everything.
we were hearing an echo. We're not hearing anything right now. But before we were hearing an echo. So
Okay, perfect. Thank
yeah,
you.
no problem.
Sorry about that.
Um, but yeah, my problem, and I'll say this for audience members who haven't heard it. Kang. Kang. I actually, to be clear, I liked Kang. I liked the direction it was going. I thought there's a lot of potential. I didn't like everything that happened with Kang. I think there were some missteps there. But I thought that was a great premise. There's so much you can do with him, and I really love what they were setting up. And then Marvel, because of factors outside their control, like the actor, he does what he does. And so, like, rather than just recasting him, just recast him. I gotta say this again. This is the one character, where recasting makes the most sense. There's just a bunch of versions of this character throughout the multiverse, right? And even within the comics, when he shows up, right, and like he like gets his mask is taken off and gets revealed, right? It's different people under the mask. There's different people under the mask. You can just recast this character and continue on with the storyline. But now they're dumping it for Doctor Doom, which I mean I like the idea, sure, but like I really wanted to see where that was going, and I'm highly disappointed. So there you go.
Yeah,
That's
no,
my
I mean, it couldn't have been like the only thing easier is like recasting like a shapeshifter or something like that.
Yeah.
What do you want?
It's that simple. It's that simple. Audience, ladies and gentlemen, like it's really that simple. You just say that, oh, there's a different variant of Kang, right? Those are other variants before. Now I'm a different variant, but I'm gonna do the same thing. I got the same memories, right? And then you can even, I guess that would be a little hard. I was gonna say you could even like reference past, examples like appearances of Kang, but then that would imply like paying Jonathan Majors for another thing. That's not gonna work. That's fine, but still, you don't need to. Like it's just, all right, whatever. I've said my piece. I'll say it again some other time when I'm like when someone gets me on the subject, then I'm gonna rant. But anyway, it is what it is. And so like Marvel has had to change directions a few times. One, Black Panther, they were gonna design the following phases were gonna be designed after Black Panther. Then the actor dies, unfortunately. And rest in peace to him. And then the Jonathan Majors happens. So then the Kang is where they flip to. They're like, okay, we're gonna do this Kang thing, right? So they redirect to Kang, and then that happens. And so now we're going to Doomsday. Hopefully nothing happens there, but I don't know. Oh, and also, of course, it was COVID, which completely fucked up their entire schedule. Everything got rearranged. WandaVision is an example of that. WandaVision
I don't know if you guys already talked about this. Right? How do you feel about Robert Downey Jr. for Doctor Doom or whatever?
I mean, it's fine. It's fine.
I wonder how they're going to get away with people like just not
calling
him.
Mostly desperation in terms of.
Yeah, I wonder how they're going to get away with like people just not calling him Iron Man the entire time. I just like.
No, it's simple. I mean, like he's from another universe, right? Another version of Tony Stark, or whatever, right? Maybe he'll be called Victor Von Doom in that other universe. But yeah, he's just another variant. Okay. And so both of them are geniuses, right? And in fact, they get compared oftentimes in the comics too, Iron Man and Doctor Doom, because they got the same like general thing going on. They got the armor, right? The technologically advanced armor, and they got the robots. They got everything that matches up. And so I don't think it's a stretch at all to say that, oh yeah, this is just a version of Tony Stark that was, grew up bad and simple.
But doesn't Doctor? I don't. So I'm definitely not familiar with like whatever the comic book stuff of Doctor. But doesn't he have like a whole like city or planet or something like?
He's got a country.
Oh, okay, my bad.
No, it's whatever. It's fine. Latvia, yeah, the rule of Latvia, or Latveria. Fuck. Because there's a country in our world.
Latvia's a real place.
Yeah, it's Latveria. Excuse me, I always get them mixed up every single time. Every time I do it. Sorry. Latveria, yeah.
No, all of Prime's Latvian fans.
The actual Latvians. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I let you down. Yeah. So he's got his own country. So, and those are his defining traits. He's got his own country, and he hates Reed Richards with all his soul. He hates Reed Richards. So, yeah.
Well, I think that's a one-up over Tony Stark. Tony Stark doesn't have his own whatever country. Or maybe he does. I'm not familiar with
No,
the
he
comic.
doesn't, he doesn't have
The world is Tony Stark's country.
Starkistan.
He's the head of a defense contractor, meaning he's a corporate tycoon, and so he's actually running America, e.g., actually running the world. So there you go. Yeah.
And selling weapons to Latveria. Probably.
Yeah. Okay. So that's we'll get started from here. We've gathered enough white people.
Lockjoy did his job.
Lockjoy did it.
I'm way more beige in the summer.
That's true. That's true. But Lactoid, thank you for your wrangling efforts. And hello everyone. Thanks for being here. We do have someone else who's going to make it at some point in time. But thanks for coming here. This is the Reverie Roundtable, which we have Mondays 8 p.m. Eastern. Happy to have you here. If you're new here, thanks for coming through, and hit the follow button if you're on Twitch, and subscribe button if you're on YouTube, but feel free to mix those up. Let's introduce our cast of characters here. I'll start with our friend Lactoid. Lactoid, how are you?
I'm doing good. Productive day. I've got all the whites together. We're ready to do a panel. I'm looking forward to it.
You got all the wives together, or the whites?
The whites.
The whites. Okay, whites. Okay, yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm like, oh man, maybe Lactose revealing something here. Wives. Let's go to that's Ali's jam. I made a Muslim joke just now. Thank you. Thanks for being here, Fred. How are you?
Man, I'm good. So I started a new job, and then I had to watch training fucking videos. All right, this is just like a little side part-time job, just
It sounds like you like literal like training fucking videos, as in like.
Okay, listen, 35 minutes of DEI, and I couldn't fast forward. Only that section of all of the training, the other training, I could fast forward which I did. I did a 6-hour training in 35 minutes, and 30 minutes was me forcibly watching this fucking. If you vote Democrat, you shouldn't have to do DEI training. Okay, all right. Fuck. But I'm doing great otherwise.
When I was I worked for a smaller company years ago, and they had like this regular training like platform, right? It was outsourced to some other company, right, where they like create these videos. Yeah, it's probably I wouldn't be surprised it's the exact same company that you were subjected to. And we had to do these modules all the time, these like training modules. Guess what my fucking job was? Like regular training we had to do, right? Guess what my fucking job was? The fucking mail boy, right? I just deliver fucking packages, but we had to do again and again about like how do we interact with coworkers, and I don't know, like
half of the videos were literally AI. It was an AI video, and I was watching. I was like, "There's no way you guys use AI for this." There was a Muslim in the DEI initiative. First of all, they got the word wrong. They got the word wrong. Haram isn't the word. This lady started talking about. She's like, "Yeah, in Islam, some people forbid you to wear pants." Lady, this is a training video. Calm down. Holy shit! It was a lot. It was a lot.
But yeah. Been there, done that. Those are awful. Sorry, friend. But did you have to do more? Will this be it? Are you done?
No, I'm done. Okay, I will quit
great.
if I have to do another. If I have to watch another video.
Okay. Well, shout out to you for getting through that. All right, Corey. Oh, and congratulations on your new position. Oh, all right, shout out to you, man. Corey, thanks for being here, friend. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm always grateful to be here. And just out of curiosity, Ollie, I'm hoping those trainings are paid. Okay. Well, then why?
1000%.
What are you complaining about? You could just
No. It was just brain rot, man. It was just brain rot. I can't watch bad actors tell me how I should be acting in my life. It's crazy. It's insane.
Fair enough. I don't know if this is a Canadian thing or a problem, but like I've never had any DEI. So come up to Canada. I don't think there's any DEI trainings here. I think that you're incentivized there.
Based.
But yeah, great to be here. You can
Where
find me
you
on
are.
Twitch, Corey Campbell 84, Twitter, X, Instagram, YouTube. It's Corey Campbell. Looking forward to getting into it.
The most stilted acting, like that you could possibly find, right? Like you would like go down to like your local community center, right? And you go find like better theater actors there.
Insanity.
Stilted actors. All right, and then they ask you like the most obvious things, right? Well, I hope I should say I hope to be the most obvious. Maybe for some people it's
It
not,
usually
right?
is.
Right, yeah, but they give you like multiple choices, right? Like, like Betty is uncomfortable with your comment. Should you double down and talk about her boobs?
On that note, actually, so yeah, on what you just said, this brings to mind. So at my former university institution, okay, since they had they had some scandals with sexual assault and sexual misconduct. So everyone, grad students like myself, had to go through a sexual assault prevention training,
Okay.
which is like really well. There was many bizarre aspects to it, but one of them was like they were almost like the scenario. I can't remember exactly, but it was like obviously, if one person is sober and one person is drunk, no go. But I can't remember exactly. But if you're both drunk at the same level, that might be okay.
They said that? That's
It,
interesting.
it wasn't explicitly outlined like the way like
Yeah,
this.
it's
I'm gonna try to like
crazy.
dig it up. But let's like if there's discrepancy in like drunkenness, then like totally no go. But if you're both drunk or like both sort of tipsy, then yeah, it was really bizarre.
Oh,
Or they're
If
putting
you're
like
both,
you should
like,
ask yourself the question
somewhat
like
drunk, but if
what's
you're
the
both
difference in
drunk-
drunkenness? If it's too much of a difference in drunkenness, then totally
Everyone just
wrong.
got to carry on a breathalyzer.
I was
all the
just
time
gonna
and
say
figure
it.
out. You write down. You
You're-
write down. That's the new consent
doesn't
form. Is how
matter.
drunk we're both.
So
of us.
ridiculous.
that doesn't really mean anything because like if people drink a lot, then at one level somebody could be like on the floor while somebody who drinks more could be
Yeah.
like just fine.
Well,
But
that's what
even-
we're saying. You have to get the BAC, so everyone has to carry a breathalyzer to see how drunk everyone actually
I mean,
was.
even with the BAC, like some people are fine at like a 0.15 or whatever, but like some people are like, "Ugh."
But it goes even farther than that. No, but even if they are on the same level of cognition, I guess I don't know what the word to say for this, right? But they're at the same level of cognition. If they're both trying, that doesn't mean that they're at a level where they can both consent, right? So even if they're like functional, but like can they consent? If we could say that like if one person was at that same blood alcohol level, right, and the other person was sober, then like how is that different if they're both drunk at the same time? Like how is that like better? Yeah, it's odd.
Yeah,
I
it was
mean, I
wild.
guess
I'm gonna
it's
try and dig
kind
it
of
up.
like how like teenagers don't get arrested for being in relationships with each other. I mean, at
That's what
some
it
point
is.
you gotta just kind of be like, whatever.
You nailed it. Yeah, that's what it is. But Katya, thank you for being back. Nice to have you. How are you?
I am doing okay. I'm kind of tired because I went to work and then I had to go buy some stuff just in case this hurricane hits my area this week. And then I got home and now I'm here.
Great. Well,
So,
I
yeah.
hope it's not too bad. Whatever.
It'll probably
is-
be fine.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll see.
Hopefully. Oh, yeah, hopefully, if she makes it back next week, well, we'll know. That's fine. Next is our friend Ghosty, live from her servant's quarters, right? To look relatable to the rest of us. How are you,
Yes.
Ghosty?
I'm good. Thanks for having me again. Pretty normal day. Nothing new. Same old, same old.
Hmm?
Trying to trick us by using that same room over and over again.
No, she's got triplicates. That's the
Now it's she's gonna keep.
I gotta show
manufacturing the
you
same
guys
room.
my hermit crab room next. I have a
Hermit
room of
crab.
hermit crab tanks. Yeah.
I like no joke. I'm like assembling an entire like ghosty universe in my head, right? Like her
love it.
lifestyle. It's like so her hair. She comes in. She's like a little bit mussed, and like the reason is that she just landed at one of the helipads on her
Yes, the
estate.
waterfall. Yeah, just like misting on my head. entering my palace.
And the go-karts, like the golf carts that she usually uses to get around, weren't fast enough. So she told her servants, "Get the horses." So she
No, it was a
galloped along.
jetpack. It was actually a jetpack.
Oh, there you go.
Better.
Yeah,
See, I'm not of the rich and famous. I wouldn't know that. That wouldn't have occurred
you
to
wouldn't
me.
know. Yeah,
Thanks so much for being here, Ghosty. And
Thank
finally,
you.
our friend Aiko just made it in time. How are you, friend?
Yeah, not bad. You're generous to call this on time, but yeah.
I mean, it's
got back.
hold on, no, you're a teacher. You know how that works, right? If you make it by the time I call out your name, right?
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
No, when I was in high school, I used to like start doing my homework when the teacher was like, "Okay, we're gonna collect it alphabetically," and I was at the end. I was like, "Okay, let me start."
That's the way to do it. Yeah. Shout out to you. I love that. That's the way champions handle these things, right?
I
You're using your time
graduated
most
with a
efficiently.
4.1, so I lived, I guess. I made it out of there. Wish I did as well in college, but I didn't.
I feel you. But anyway, here we are. So we're gonna have a free topic. At first, hey Zen, thanks for being here. Did I just admit that DEI was awful? Okay, someone asked me a question about DEI. Our
DI
friend Zen-
videos are awful. DI
Yeah.
videos are just the new form of hell. It's just hell on earth.
Also with like the sexual assault, like safety training, it's like if you're gonna like sexually harass somebody, it doesn't matter if you think it's wrong or not, you're gonna do it. Like it's not
the-
really
the
so much
video
a
isn't-
training thing. Like they know it's wrong. They're doing it anyways. Like I don't know.
That's not necessarily true. There's a lot of people who have poor social understandings that
True.
don't know what they're doing. I handle a lot of cases like this, and most of the time, the vast majority of the time, the person doesn't think that they're sexually harassing the other person.
Yeah, isn't that the way they do those classes anyway? The reason they do it is so that they can't say, "Oh, nobody told me I couldn't do that thing," right? So
Do you think it's a
this is just
teachable
way
thing
for them
though?
to be able to say that. No,
Well,
not
you hold
necessarily
someone
teachable,
accountable.
but it eliminates
so.
an excuse, right?
No, I think it's also teachable.
Yeah.
Yeah. If
I
anything,
feel
the
like-
way where they're like, "I won't do it because I'll get in trouble."
I just feel like the people who won't understand it aren't gonna learn it from like a 30-minute training video either, because they're just that unaware. You know
There's
what I
some
mean?
people that are unteachable, right? But just generally speaking, I think most of the time, it's like, oh, I thought that was okay. I thought that was okay behavior. I thought that was an okay thing to say. And I mean, like my rule is that you don't shit where you eat. Like I personally don't have any kind of like sexual conversation or any kind of sexual interest or any whatsoever involving any kind of workplace that I'm involved with. Right? It's just not worth it. And it's good advice for everybody. Don't date where you work. But if you do, it's a very precarious situation. And I think a lot of people could benefit from just knowing, hey, if this is said, that's usually an indicator that you probably shouldn't follow it up with like,